Hey guys, so excuse the odd location. I was actually filming somewhere that was really nice and I messed up and actually had to move. So anyway, in my last video I talked a lot about time management, but I didn't talk about how to prioritize that time specifically. So I'm going to cover that a little bit more in this video, but to help me explain it a little bit better, I'm actually going to talk about similarities between being a student and being an entrepreneur in my industry, just to make it a little bit easier for both of us. So, first of all, if you're a student, there are certain things you have to do. You have to study certain material, you have to do assignments that determine how well you're learning that material, and then you have to pass a test that says you're ready to move on. And with people like me and working in my niche, it's pretty similar. We have to study, we have to go over a lot of information products, then we have to actually implement, and then our results are going to show whether we're ready to keep going with that or whether it worked or not. Now, these are going to be very different things, but they're also quite similar. Another thing that's very similar with entrepreneurs and students is that not all of us know how to prioritize our time correctly, and this could go for pretty much all aspects of life, honestly. But a lot of people either skew one direction or the other. Either they don't do anything or they do everything. You know, there's never a balance, and that's what you really need. But here's some of my my tips for doing this. One, like I mentioned in my last video, prioritize your time in a log. You know, like log your day, and then whatever you got to do that day, pick out what's most important. It doesn't matter what's more menial. It doesn't matter what you think wouldn't matter. Just get it done. Don't put things off. That's not how life works. But what I would do is, I'm gonna assume that you guys have some sort of club activity you're into, or maybe you're into sports. I know a lot of people are into sports these days. So I know that might be what's most important to you in a sense of emotional type of importance, or something that you enjoy doing is most important to you. It might be what you're passionate about, but that's not the type of priorities I'm talking about here. That might be in your top 3, but the things that are going to impact your grades, your work life, your level of success in general, those have to be the top 2. Sports might come in 3, you know, your family might come in 3, but other things that have to come in first to second. You know, this at least has to be in the top 3. So what I would do is, like I said, I would map out your average day and what needs to be done that day, even if it's a simple to-do list. Secondly, don't do what a lot of people I know do. Don't write it down like you're gonna do something and then not look at it. So you can stick these to your laptop screen. I do that. You can put these reminders on your phone. Sorry, I don't know why I keep yawning. I'm not sleeping at all lately. So anyway, keeping it real here. So, like I said, you can paste those notes to your laptop screen. You can put them on the wall next to your bed. You know, whatever works best for you. Just make sure it's somewhere where you're actually going to see it, so you can remember to follow through with this process. So after you've done that, and after you know what's most important, just do it. And once you get these things done, one by one, you'll find you have a lot more time to put into activities that you enjoy doing, rather than spending time procrastinating or doing everything all at once, or trying to play catch up after you didn't get things done that you should have. It works a lot better that way. And a really good example of this is actually, I'm trying to think of how the story goes. I can hardly remember it now. So a couple years ago, I had this assignment in one of my college classes, and nobody done it. And I did, you know, but it was just because I thought it was due before it actually was. So I turned it in, you know, like a day early because I thought it was due that day. But anyway, and nobody else had done theirs. Keep in mind, this is a very small class. It was about 15 people. And they didn't do it for the most ridiculous reasons. And then they ended up having to stay late for 2 days making up that project, and a few of them had to miss work. So rather than doing that, they should have just gotten it done. It took like an hour for me to finish this assignment. It wasn't a big deal. So I realize that some of you are probably going to have things that are harder than an hour long, but really just get it done and make sure that everything is mapped out clearly so you have a good schedule. And this will definitely help you later out along when you get jobs, and even if you already have a job, then it'll help you to get other jobs, or it'll help you improve in your current job. So I hope this is helpful, and I'll see you in my next video. Speak soon.